हेलो दोस्तों, मैं हूं स्मिता कुमार और आप देख रहे हैं आपका फेवरेट हेल्थ केयर चैनल मेडी सर्कल। मेडी सर्कल में हम आज थायराइड की बीमारी के बारे में बात करने वाले हैं। थायराइड काफ़ी कॉमनली प्रेवलेंट माना देखा जा रहा है। इंडिया में बहुत सारे लोग थायराइड के शिकार हो रहे हैं। करीब 10 में से एक इंडियन एडल्ट हाइपोथायराइडिज्म का शिकार होता है। आईटीएस के अनुसार यानी इंडियन थायराइड सोसाइटी के अनुसार थायराइड के केसेस काफ़ी बढ़ रहे हैं, क्योंकि अब लोग काफ़ी जागरूक हो गए हैं। वो डॉक्टर्स के पास जा रहे हैं, अपना टेस्ट करवा रहे हैं। विमेन में यानी महिलाओं में करीब 18 से 35 वर्ष की उम्र की महिलाओं में थायराइड के प्रॉब्लम ज़्यादा देखे जा रहे हैं। थायराइड जो कि एक छोटे से गोइटर जिसके इलाज की कोई ज़रूरत नहीं है से लेकर कैंसर जैसी जानलेवा बीमारी का भी कारण हो सकता है। इसलिए थायराइड के को का पता लगाना, उससे रिलेटेड सिम्टम्स के बारे में जाना हमारे लिए बहुत ज़रूरी हो जाता है। थायराइड हार्मोन का जो एबनॉर्मल प्रोडक्शन होता है हमारे शरीर में, वो थायराइड के एक कॉमन प्रॉब्लम्स में से एक है, जिसे हम हाइपोथायराइडिज्म के भी नाम से जानते हैं। थायराइड हमारे शरीर के मेटाबॉलिज्म प्रोसेस को कंट्रोल करता है। मेटाबॉलिज्म हमारे बॉडी का जो टेम्परेचर है, हमारी जो हार्ट बीट है, और साथ ही साथ कैलोरीज को बर्न करने के प्रोसेस के लिए काफ़ी हद तक जिम्मेदार होता है। मेटाबॉलिज्म इफेक्ट होने की वजह से कई बार लोग मोटापे के शिकार हो जाते हैं। दोस्तों, जैसा कि हम जानते हैं, मोटापा कई खतरनाक बीमारियों को सीधा आमंत्रण देता है, इनविटेशन देता है। कई सारे लोग ऐसे हैं जो वजन कम करने के लिए डाइटिंग भी कर रहे होते हैं, एक्सरसाइज भी कर रहे होते हैं, लेकिन फिर भी उनका वजन कम नहीं हो पाता। कई हद तक ये थायराइड या उससे रिलेटेड प्रॉब्लम्स के कारण हो सकते हैं। मेरी सर्कल में हम आपके पास लाते हैं राइट हेल्थ केयर इन्फॉर्मेशन, एक्सपीरियंस डॉक्टर्स और एक्सपर्ट्स की जुबानी। तो चलिए उनसे ही जानते हैं कि हाइपोथायराइडिज्म क्या है, शरीर में थायराइड के होने वाले प्रॉब्लम्स के सिम्टम्स क्या है, और किस तरह से हम थायराइड और उससे रिलेटेड बीमारियों से बच सकते हैं।
Thyroid diseases are common globally. India, too, carries a notable load of it. There have been a number of surveys in the last decade which have indicated towards the explosive rise of disorders related to it in India. MediCircle is conducting a thyroid awareness series on the occasion of Thyroid Awareness Month with the purpose of increasing public knowledge about the importance of timely diagnosis, treatment, and prevention of this medical condition by speaking to specialists in this area. Hi, this is Sana Khan, and today in this initiative, we're going to speak to Dr. Robert Lobo. Dr. Roberts is an ENT in Pune and has an experience of 21 years in this field. He practices at Southeast Clinic, Siddhi Hospital, Sayadri Super Speciality Hospital, Viru Poonawalla Memorial Hospital, and Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel Cantonment General Hospital in Pune. He is also a member of Indian Medical Association. Some of the services provided by the doctor are nasal disorders, ear pain, foreign body in eyes, ears, nose, and throat, hearing aid fitting, nosebleed treatment, and thyroid disorders. Hello, Dr. Robert. Welcome to MediCircle. How are you?
Yeah, I'm fine. Thank you.
Okay, Dr. Robert, what causes thyroid disorder?
Oh, well, that's a difficult one, really. We could just say that all thyroid disorders are more common in women. So you have to say that being a woman would be the first thing to consider.
Okay.
Apart from that, there are some diseases which are related to dietary deficiency. A few of them, and we'll come to that. I think that's covered again in the second question. Apart from that, there are genetic factors, again, not very clearly established except in a few rare cancers. But by and large, the etiology is multifactorial, and we can't really pinpoint any particular cause or any particular thyroid disease.
Right.
That's why it usually comes to light maybe just in a routine examination or because of a particular complaint which a patient has, but there isn't any particular cause we can usually ascribe to it.
Okay.
As I said, dietary is one thing. Exposure to radiation, well, in my field, we come across a few of those, but overall, it's not important.
Okay, Dr. Robert, does diet have any implication on the thyroid?
Well, there's only one factor which counts in diet, and that is iodine.
Okay.
Iodine is required by the thyroid to produce the thyroid hormones, that is tetra and thyronin. So,
Right.
in fact, most of the iodine which is taken in our diet is used by the thyroid. And as of now, most people in India would have adequate iodine to prevent an outright deficiency. There was a time when iodine deficiency used to even result in abnormal development in children, but that's practically unheard of now because iodized salt is the norm all over the country.
Right.
However, there's often a relative deficiency, which is why we do get a lot of women who have large prominent thyroids, or is known as multinodular goiter.
Okay.
That's still common, and the exact reason why it's still common in spite of adequate iodine intake is something that hasn't been studied adequately. A lot of calcium in the drinking water impairing the absorption of iodine was stated as a factor, but studies haven't really supported that hypothesis. So we're not really sure why there is that relative iodine deficiency.
Okay.
Yeah, and there's no doubt. Yeah.
Yes. No. Please go ahead.
Yeah. Okay. So if iodine is to be given, it has to be preventive. Because once the thyroid reaches a state of being a multinodular goiter, iodine doesn't correct that.
Okay. Oh. So, doctor, how prevalent is thyroid-related ailments in our society?
Well, as I said, thyroid disorder is mostly seen in women.
Correct.
So, as I think you mentioned earlier, that there's an explosive increase. Well, there's really an increase so much as there's earlier diagnosis now. And that's why I would say, most often, if you see what is the presentation, what is coming to our notice is asymptomatic hypothyroidism. That means thyroid isn't working enough, but it hasn't reached the stage of actually causing any problem to the patient. And it's usually found on routine screening. And that's probably why we get that impression that thyroid disorders are becoming more common.
Right.
Yeah. Similarly, a small lump in the thyroid is now given much more importance than maybe it would be in the past.
Correct.
And it's investigated more fully.
Right. Okay. Are people with thyroid disorder at more risk of acquiring COVID-19? Because this COVID-19 has just blown our mind since 2 years now.
No, fortunately, not at all.
Okay. All right.
No increase at all.
No relations at all? Nothing related to it, right?
No, not at all.
Okay. Thank you so much, Dr. Robert, for taking your valuable time and giving us your valuable knowledge to our viewers today. It has been a pleasure having you on the show.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Thank you so much.